What's going on, Aries? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. That was a little aggressive. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Aries, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. So I was telling Scorpio this walk like an Egyptian thing. I started to do that yesterday. It's just like, maybe we'll start incorporating some stuff like that there. So let's move on. Because with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Aries. So I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we'll get some details with the tarot. Stay tuned here, Aries. I'm actually about to switch up some oracles here in a minute. Gonna bring a little more variety to the mix. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that are like watching Aries, so definitely check them out. One of them's an Aries. He's a really cool, intuitive guy, so definitely check that out, Aries. But let's get into your first card here. Oh, interesting there, Aries. Looks like we're getting deep here, because we got the 8th card of Cancers, which is the Well card. And with this card of deeper meaning, community, hidden emotions, nourishing, social resources, true feelings, support, savings, perception, sustenance, looking deeper, provided for, and consciousness. And everything that is coming through here is the deeper meaning. And I feel like that for some, it's like just thinking about with how Cancer can be set, is a probably, if not, definitely the most emotional sign of the zodiac. My sun signs in Cancer, but I feel that for some of you, maybe there's been this need or this energy of needing to like look kind of into deeper meanings of maybe of how maybe certain emotions may come up for us. It's just a little, kind of a light energy that's coming through here. But I almost feel like that there is this sort of like a need maybe to kind of question things a little bit deeper, possibly here, Aries. And it'll be a little while before your ruler's in Scorpio, but your ruler is starting to make that transition towards that energy. And I feel like there's this just like a questioning that's maybe if it's not happening right now. I feel like there's going to be like we're going to be looking into things just again like a lot more deeper here, whether this be maybe into our relationships or like connections there, or maybe connections to maybe even what we're meant to do on this journey. What is your true calling if you've been on that sort of journey of just self-discovery in a sense, just it sort of gives me like a Wheel of Fortune vibe in a sense. Just really thinking about things just a little bit bigger than yourself. But let me get a little bit more on this, Aries. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, there's one of your cards, Aries. I'm with it. Well, girl. Let's see what's going on here, Aries. Interesting, Aries. Smaller reversal storm here, but that's alright. Because you have the Hierophant, the 8 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. And then you have the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Wands upright. And I feel that I was even getting this energy of, while I was even shuffling, like, you know, even like asking ourselves a deeper meaning of like why we do certain things, or maybe even why we tend to cling to certain situations or relationships, or maybe this is even like getting deeper down to like maybe any sort of like vices or anything along those lines. Like I'm getting a feeling with the Knight of Cups that something is not is it feels like it's not bringing the same level of passion or the same sort of like release possibly that it used to. You know, like, and there's like a because the Hierophant is like this energy. Talk about someone who's a talks about deeper meaning. He's all about really kind of questioning those deeper kind of thoughts. He's the like a conduit between the spiritual and the material realm, and there's something I feel like that is that's wanting to be learned here. That's some sort of reflection that's needing to happen. You know, because maybe we haven't been. Because even though she's upright here, I almost feel like that it's like there's an evolution to the Queen of Wands that's sort of happening here. It's like her pursuits are coming a little bit different. Like, you know, there are things that maybe here as of late, maybe this is certain like foods again, or maybe this is certain like love relationships or even familial friends. But something here we're having trouble that's to walk away from that's starting to just weighing down our energies in a sense. You know, because the Ten of Wands, you know, when you start feeling that pressure, that sense of, it's like, it's almost like his sense of burnout in a sense. And this doesn't even necessarily just have to be physical. This could even be spiritual or even like emotional type of burnout. Those are meant to be signifiers to kind of pause. And maybe that's what we've been doing here with the Queen of Wands. We've just been sort of just kind of going for a while. And there's just a need to slow down and just get to the meaning of that. Are we maybe running away from something, you know, like not facing? Because I'm even thinking too with Taurus energy, Jupiter's in Taurus, as we were talking about the Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter energy, and you know, Taurus deals with kind of the finer things in life, you know, things that really please the senses and whatnot. And maybe some we've gotten I'm even kind of slightly getting maybe some Seven of Cups, maybe some Devil vibes, where it's like there are these vices and things that maybe we might be overindulging in. And again, this doesn't have to be just your drug, sex, alcohol. This could be food. Maybe this is people, whatever that's looking like. You know, Queen of Passion, Queen of Wands. She's the Queen of Passion. So it's just something to, I feel like really, really think about, Aries. This really feels like a real kind of deep introspective type of energy that's coming through here for you. Alrighty, a little deep start there. And even last little thing with that though, I'm even kind of, because a Hierophant can be, you know, a teacher as well. And it may not be necessarily like a literal teacher that has said something, but I feel like there's even for some, there's this energy of like kind of reflecting, maybe like finding a deeper meaning to something that someone has maybe said to you that has been, just take that if it resonates. But let's get another oracle on the mix. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh. Alright, so you got the ninth card of Libras, which is a chocolate card. And with this card is satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, smooth, sweet, rich, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, do things right, celebration, and elevated mood. And the energy that's coming through here, Aries, is to do things right. And I'm even, it feels like with this energy that maybe we've just, it almost feels like that's the question here. Have we been doing things right up until now? You know, have we been keeping our energies in balance? Because your Mars, your ruler is in Libra right now. And I almost feel like that for some, it's like I'm getting for some that there's this energy of where maybe we're in like a relationship where we feel like we can't do where we never seem to do things right in a sense. You know, that's we're always maybe criticized or and for some reason we're just having troubles like maybe walking away from that or this is something that we might be considering because now it's starting to weigh down on you possibly you know that initial passion and things that maybe we started off with the Queen of Wands the love and that passion maybe start kind of going away there with the Knight of Cups being in reverse, but that's just for some. I do feel that there is this other thing though. It feels like just like with the moves that we're making, you know, whether this be in career, in love, in life, just let's just bottle up to life, you know, just like there's this question of just like because I don't feel like it doesn't feel like that necessarily the energies are down with the Queen of Wands being here. But maybe it just feels like that there's a question of like with her being here, it's just like are we pursuing our passions? Are we really going for what we want here? Because it feels like that she's saying that you know that you are, but with the Knight of Cups being here, it feels like there's something that is lacking. You know, there's not a love maybe for what we're doing. Let me get some let me get some tarot on this. I'm even getting like this energy of like this little phrase just popping in my head. I'm gonna do things right this time. You know, like you know, take that as it resonates. Like I don't if we're gonna just evaluating the stuff that we've done. Maybe you're gonna do things for you. Maybe this is for a person. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, and there's Libra. Oh, Major Arcana City. I like it. So you have the World card, the Justice card, the Ace of Wands, and then the Five of Wands upright. And then you have the Sun in reverse here, Aries. And with the Sun being here, I do feel like that this is kind of sinking. There's been a lot of sunlight that's kind of been popping up in reverse here lately, and I feel like there's this clarity that's not that's kind of needing to be had so far collectively. Like I'm still kind of early on in the readings, but I do. It feels like that there's this energy of with the world. It's like we've come to things have kind of come to a close here and now we're thinking about what's next. You know, what are we going to start manifesting? You know, like it's like we've gotten, you know, it's like when we start questioning these, you know, these questioning ourselves a lot deeper here, Aries, that it's going to start getting this like it's going to start really it's like putting this chapter to a close this time, reflecting on the things that have happened up until now and thinking about, you know, what we're going to bring again, what we're going to start next. You know, like the Justice card is a card of cause and effect, and maybe we're just like kind of brainstorming on the energies that had brought us turmoil and brought us frustration, kind of brought us strife in the past. And it's just like now we're on this new chapter of just like how do we get this stuff back in balance? You know, get it to where because I'm even getting this energy like there's even for some there is this underlying maybe kind of like upset energy because I'm just thinking about the world here, Saturn, the Justice card, Libra. Saturn and Libra in this deck, in the tarot deck, that's the Three of Swords. And you know, that could be some depressing energy. And I feel like there's something that's. It's like something that's not being met or something that's. Let me get a little bit more on this Justice card, Aries. Hmm. Hmm. All right, Aries, that's fascinating. So you have the Justice card is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Star, and the Death card in reverse. And so there is this energy of if something needs to be changed, something needs to be brought into balance. And it may be this deeper meaning. It's like maybe we've been feeling this anxiety, or maybe you've even been having troubles resting or sleeping, and it just feels like that. There's just something with the Star card that's needing to heal, needing to. And it's like once we're able to start seeing that, then we can start working towards the sunlight, kind of brightening things up some. But whatever this thing is with the Eight of Cups here, Aries, that I feel like is kind of either holding you back or just lowering your vibration, whatever that's looking like. It does feel like this do things right. It's not like it doesn't it doesn't feel like a do this right, Aries. You need to do this. Like no, more so just like more of like I'm feeling more in like and maybe that's how we've been talking to ourselves, and maybe that's something that can maybe even start changing. As opposed to like, gosh, you need to do this right, Aries. What am I doing? It's just like, you know what? I'm gonna do things right this time. I'm gonna set this vibration here. We're gonna start with these intentions, like, and then like really being mindful with how we're growing and what we're doing, and right, so I think I'm gonna leave that. I think I'm gonna leave that there. Very interesting. Let's get your last card. Okay. All right. Efficient. Look at all this cardinal energy, and I like that too, Aries. Considering that you got two of Libra's cards and Cancer's cards. Cardinal energy. I mean, you know about this, Aries. Initiating stuff. Being like just a catalyst for changes. And taking charge, but you got the second card of Libras here, which is the Ostrich Trap card. And with this card, this is a card of avoidance, closed-mindedness, refusing to face reality, evade, feeling threatened, fake out, inhibit, fear-based thinking, steering clear, run for cover, and just a conspiracy theory. And the energy that's coming through here, Aries, is the evade. And whatever this thing is, because it's like I feel like it's what this thing we're evading. It's just like because it's like I keep getting this energy of just like being I want to be a better this, I want to be better that, I'm going to be better, like better parent, or I'm going to be a better child, I'm going to be a better partner, I'm going to be a better friend, a better family member, like. But I just feel like there's this again, this thing that's getting in the way, that the work that we need to focus on, this thing that we're having troubles let go with the Eight of Cups. It's like maybe you'll kind of get started there, but then something happens, when we start, revealing, you're really getting to that healing work and kind of finding the source of that, then we pull back, and then it's like we regress some. And it's just like, this one step forward, two steps back in a sense. Or it might be even one step forward, one step back. We're just kind of oscillating. Tipping the scales just kind of back and forth, but never truly just trying to actively work on keeping things in balance. And if there's something that you find yourself, being evasive about there, Aries, I feel like there's a reason for that, and I would never tell you what to do, and that you need to force this kind of stuff along here. But what I will say, if we don't face these things, then the problems is just going to keep manifesting. You can move, you can change locations, you can change partners, you can change jobs. Once the energy gets settled in, it's just like, oh, okay, then the chapter continues, and it's just then and then we're right back at square one there. So something I feel like to be mindful of their Aries. But let's get some tarot on this. right. Hmm. Ah, and there's the devil. So you have the, hmm, that's interesting. He's the only one upright there, Aries. So you have the devil upright, and then you have the Fool, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands all in reverse. And let's switch back over. Because with this Six of Wands and Three of Cups, there feels like there hasn't been. I don't know, it feels like we haven't celebrated in a while, or there hasn't been feeling like a need to. It's just like it's like a stagnant energy that, and I feel like with even the Seven of Wands here, I feel like that maybe whatever this is that we're evading, it's like the Seven of Wands is asking you to protect your energies more, and be a little more mindful of like just how things affect you, and like it really, it's like really kind of dig deep down into finding the deeper meaning, like the root cause. This could be maybe even some like maybe some inner child healing, or this could be consider that the devil came up with the Three of Cups. Maybe there's that might be something too there, Aries. Maybe there's a need to maybe even like evade the people that we might even be hanging around. Just thinking with the Three of Cups, maybe we have like a certain crowd or around us that tend to keep you in a certain vibration, and it's just like maybe we're not able to get on to that next chapter there because we're not quite around, we're around people who may celebrate but not, they're not celebrating, working towards the sunlight in a sense. It's hmm. But whatever this is, Aries, I do feel like that definitely with the devil here, there's something that that we're gonna need to persevere through. That we're gonna need to, where a challenge is being initiated here, and the devil is it can be also it's a card of perseverance. That hard work it takes to kind of shed that old skin there. It's like we give something so much power, and allow it to control us in a sense, and it's just like it's changing up that narrative. And because the devil, that's Capricorn energy. It's Capricorn. They're the achievers of the zodiacs, and it's something where if you can you really set your mind to it, you can do it, and it might be a little rough at first, but it is absolutely doable. It's just part way that's really going to kind of come into is just where where that mindset is at there, Aries. So, and I really do think so too. This I feel like this makes sense if we're maybe evaluating the people that were kind of around, because again your ruler is in Libra for a little while longer. So kind of we just had that eclipse in your sign, and boy, that was some energy. So I know if yeah, all the cardinal signs were, all of us were feeling it, but the cardinal signs really were that was something. So we might be just in an interesting state right now. So just something to be in the eclipse, or no, the eclipse, that lunar energy that can last a while. So just something to think about there, Aries. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. So if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share this if you know someone who's been, I don't know, just been either just like kind of questioning things a little bit differently, or keep saying they're going to do things right this time. It's going to be different this time, and then just kind of repeats the cycle there. Been there, Aries, and it's a challenge, but it is totally doable. And yeah, if you haven't already, there, Hybro fans, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each week. And then lastly, since the first card was Cancer, if you got any Cancer in your placement there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Chariot, friends. It's a Cancer exclusive channel for all places, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but I just tell them just all placements. I just want Cancer and energy all over there. But I discuss lunar shenanigans, And it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here so I can get you out of here, Aries. You got the Nine of Swords in reverse. And I feel like with this, there's this. I feel like the more that we get into this, start asking ourselves these sort of deeper questions and getting down to the source of things, then we're going to be, that anxiety or that pressure that we kind of felt with the Ten of Wands will shift some. It'll become a motivator. It's just like, all right, I'm not trying to feel like this anymore. What can I do to change this thing? And how do I really do things right this time and really make that stick? And whatever that's looking like. That's something too if you have been having trouble with that. It's kind of like what I talk about on the Chariot and Friends. Take a lunar cycle to really work on whatever it is that we're trying to work on. Maybe we are the type that tends to be evasive all the time, just kind of ghost when things get hard, or maybe tends to distract ourselves from reality, whatever that's looking like. But get eyes on this, work on this stuff, and I feel like that it's gonna start alleviating some of this maybe stress or pressure or whatever this feels like that's been going on there, Aries. But let me get your oracle card here so I can get you out of here. I like that, Aries. So you got the 12th card here, which is a change in the wind. That is the 12th card in the major. That is, it's right on the tip of my tongue, Hanged Man. And I do feel like a new perspective is coming here. There is a change in the wind, and you're going to be that change. Might be a little difficult right now, but it is something that is possible. It's like you sense this, your Ace of Wands, your Queen. It's like it's just like I don't feel. It's like the energy's there and that it starts and stops. That's what it feels like. But now I feel like it's like trying to keep that consistency. Really lock that in. Go from this world card here, finish this chapter up so we can start this new beginning. Because this even gives me like this question of doubt, in a sense. And we may not know what that change may look like at first, there is, and how it affect you, but I feel like if you focus it on raising your vibration, then it's going to, everything will balance out there, Aries. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. So you stay safe out there. You're asking these deeper questions, doing this shadow work, whatever that's looking like. Maybe doing some, addressing some trauma, some childhood healings, whatever that is. You raise your vibration through the roof. Absolutely. Yeah, take some time, do some self-care, and whatever that's looking like, just to kind of help you get your energies just feeling great again there, Aries. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.